Welcome to the behind the scenes for our homemade Top Gun scene. This is how we made it. Alright, so to tackle this classic 80s movie starring Tom Cruise, if you haven't seen it, you should go check it out. We divided the scene into two main sections. We've got our live action stuff, which is like the cockpit interiors, and then we've got miniatures, which is all the jets flying in the sky. So the first step was to make the costumes, and mainly it's the helmets. We got some bicycle helmets we added on sides, just made out of some cardboard just to give it that overall shape. And then it's a lot of spray paint, strips of tape, some markers, or pieces of paper cut out into certain shapes. There's three main helmets plus a bad guy. So the first one's Maverick, and then we've got Merlin, and then there's only one shot of Iceman, but still had to make the helmet. So he's got a really cool helmet actually, but it's only in one shot. And then we've got the bad guy's helmet. It's the same helmet from one of the bad guys in our Star Wars scene. All of the pilots have that oxygen mask thing that kind of attaches to their face too. So that's a plastic funnel, and then we just used like a vacuum cleaner tube and taped that to the end of it, and then just made some straps out of tape to strap it on our heads.
Oh, everybody sounds like Bane when they wear a mask.
And then put the helmet over it.
What you got there?
Oh, it's just my stuff. Just hang on to it. Steering with one hand.
So we set all the cockpits up in my dining room. We put up a blue sheet for the sky, and then set some dining room chairs up that we could sit in. Instead of trying to make a whole cockpit that's got like a circular shape with glass, we just said, forget about that, let's just get the overall shapes. So to get that circular shape, we attached a piece of hose, made a loop, and then depending on which cockpit it is that we're shooting in, there's some other little details there. So we just sit in that, and then the camera just kind of moves around, and we just try and match which way it tilts and whatever, and all we see behind it is the blue sky. So Ben is the one sitting in the cockpit for Merlin, Iceman, and the bad guy. And then I play Maverick, which is Tom Cruise's character. It's the main character. And then Ben and I play the other two dudes that appear in just one shot each. We've got a hat that the one guy wears was from our Alien scene, if you look close.
God damn it.
There's a couple insert shots shifting inside the car, or a couple close-ups of the little joysticks. We found an old joystick from a thrift store and just did the close-ups on that. They had the same kind of shape.
Is that it?
That's it.
All right.
First shot.
First shot. One take one.
Alright, so for all the miniatures, we set up the same blue sheet for the sky background. A couple of the shots have kind of a cloud layer, so on the dining room table we laid down the white sheet. Then it's just a matter of matching up all the individual shots with the little miniature planes that we have. We hang them up on some strings, a couple shots they're on the end of a stick. So those shots are pretty straightforward, but there's one really tricky shot that we had a hard time figuring out how to shoot it. The jet does a barrel roll, then it straightens out, and there's bullets flying, and it's like a weird angle. I'm laying on the floor. We've got the sheet set up, so I'm shooting upwards. Ben's over above the sheet, and he's gonna be dropping the confetti, that's the bullets, down onto me. And I've got the iPad upside down right here, so I can see what the shot is. And the whole shot itself is upside down, and then in editing we just flip it back the right way. So it was a real mind bender trying to figure out how to frame this, but we finally figured it out. There's a couple shots where you see the missile firing off of the jet, so we took a little Nerf dart and painted it gray and stuck it on the end of a white pipe cleaner and painted a little extra red and orange and yellow on there so it looks like fire and then the smoke trail. There are two big explosions in the scene too, so we took the sky outside and used a match and sprayed some WD-40. So we shot individual shots of the plane and then replaced it with our explosion. We did light the sky on fire in one take. But everything's fine.
Don't try this at home, kids.
There is one shot of a close-up of machine gun firing. So we actually had built this already for our Kick-Ass scene. It was on the jetpack. So we had that little kind of Gatling gun looking thing. So we just got a close-up of that and made some cardboard flames and just sort of intercut between flames of different sizes, and it has like an animated cool looking effect. There are two shots of a graphic display where you see graphics on top of the jet. They're trying to pinpoint where it's at. We used transparencies and just drew out the graphics on there. So we put the blue sky sheet on the table, put the jet on there, and then kind of just moved the transparency around and gave it that look so it looks like it's trying to target the jet. Yeah.
There we go.
Bullseye. So that's how we made our homemade Top Gun scene. His wing melted off when we did energy games, so we had to build a new one.
Cool.
This is a funnel for oil. but it makes me sound cool. Okay, I'm good. It's the art of subtle eye acting.
Merlin is lovely today.
Hi.
That's it.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Alright, thanks for watching. Let us know in the comments if you have any other questions on how we made it, and let us know what other trailers and scenes you want to see us try. So subscribe to Cinefix for new episodes of Homemade Movies every other Tuesday.